Hey, it's Keegan, and we're here at KWI on third shift. It's kind of like being in a different world. You are awake and welding when other people are asleep, and you go to sleep whenever other people are awake and doing things. So it's completely flipped. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I have been able to get on third shift, hang out with the guys, weld with them. Tonight, we're gonna go talk to the students, see if they like it or not, see how are they making these adjustments to their lifestyle. Also, kind of going into what third shift is like and what it takes to weld on third shift here at KWI. So we just got down here to the shop. A lot of third shift is still in the classroom because the first hour of the day for the first 3 months here at KWI, you will be in the classroom doing your OSHA 30, your NCCER training, your NCCCO training, the CPR and first aid, and a lot of our paperwork and math goes into the first 3 months for the first hour of the day. But there are some third shift students that have finished up the classwork and they're in here now. So let's get into it, see what these guys are welding in third shift, because again, everybody's in different places here at KWI, but let's find out if these guys like third shift.
I'm Riley Fields. I'm from Letcher County, Kentucky.
I'm Brendan Welsh. I'm from upstate New York.
Sawyer Miller. I'm from North Carolina, Davie County.
My name is Suave, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
My name is Rockland Phillips, and I'm from Virginia. What you working on?
Currently working on Schedule 160, Baby Monster combo. This is just practice. I'm really just fine-tuning everything, just working on that top cat bead, trying to get all the kinks out, and my rod angle and everything.
I'm working on flex core, and I'm doing my test for 3G, 4G, back strip.
What are some things that you had to change in your daily lifestyle to accommodate coming to KWI on night shift?
Yeah, I just had to learn to sleep more during the day so I could stay up easier during the night.
It's definitely shortened the days. A lot of the times now I'll go to bed and it'll be nighttime, and I'll wake up and it'll be nighttime. It's not been too bad. It really you just got to get up and go at it.
Being on night shift, my body's still trying to adjust to like being overnight, but I do know in the field, you do have like different times that you gotta wake up. So one thing I could say about overnight is like just getting your sleep and putting in the hours.
No, I never had any experience until I came here. It was hard about my first week, and then it got much easier, and I like it a lot more than day shift.
Now, myself personally did not like third shift when I started welding. Didn't like welding at night. It just was totally different to me. Wearing a welding hood, it's already dark, and just being on night shift totally threw me off. I got onto a job one time, and it was night shift for like around 2 years. So I really got a feel of welding on night shift for like 2 years, and it was tons of welding. It was a new construction job on an island. By the end of it, I was so used to welding on night shift that I really had a hard time welding in the daytime, and that sounds really crazy, but I was so used to it being dark and I could see things better at night, it felt like. That was just a phenomenon that had happened with me welding on night shift, so I'm gonna ask these students what welding on nights is like for them, and if they enjoy it or if they don't enjoy it, and what changes have they made in their lifestyle to accommodate welding on third shift. Let's get into it.
What's the biggest thing that you struggle with here so far?
The biggest thing I struggle with so far will probably be getting my beads kind of straight. I got shaky hands, so I'm like this, but it just takes practice.
So you were waking up at what, like 2 in the afternoon or something?
Yeah, 2:30.
Do you do that every weekend?
We get off Thursday night or Friday morning, so I usually sleep Friday night, and then Saturday night I'll stay up about 3, 4 o'clock, and then wake up about 12 and drive back down here because I go back to the house.
So you go home every weekend?
Yeah.
But then you're doing stuff in the daytime on the weekend, and then you gotta flip it around.
Yeah.
You gotta plan out your weekends a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready to make that switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like those guys kind of got it figured out. On the weekends, our students are able to go home if they're not too far away from KWI. So if they're really far away, We don't recommend them trying to go home because it's just such a hassle. But that's one of the hard things about being on nights is if you want to do something on the weekend, you're more than likely going to have to stay up and flip your schedule for a couple days and then stay up and flip your schedule again to come back to KWI. Now, throughout your welding career, how often did you weld on nights?
I'd say a good 50-50, yeah. It seemed like if I never worked for the company before, I always got tossed to night. Then if it was somebody that I've worked with, multiple times, they always seem to, after a while, put me back on days and leave me on days. But yeah, I'd say it's about 50-50 though. You gotta climb the ladder. Like everybody starts at the bottom, they work their way up. Yeah, it's just part of it, paying your dues, yeah.
What's the biggest piece of advice you could give somebody right now that's looking to be a welder in the welding industry?
Don't be afraid to work. Don't be a prima donna. Like it's not all just glamour and welding. You gotta work.
Straight up. That'll work. So there's a great example. You may not be a night shift person, but whenever you get into the welding industry, you may be on a job that requires you to be on third shift. So it's one of those things that you're gonna have to make that change and you're gonna have to make those adjustments according to the job and the money that you want to make. If a job's paying $50 an hour, you're probably going to take whatever shift they give you. So that's just another reason to be open to change and be open to something new and different. Don't be against it until you try it. Your students here at KWI, do you think they struggle with being on night shift, or do you think a lot of these guys adapt pretty easily coming into it?
For the younger guys, they probably adapt to it pretty quick. As far as younger people like to sleep throughout the day, so maybe scheduling wise, it probably is a little easier on them, having to get up early in the morning. About the only thing we all struggle with is not having access to go out and eat. Like on our lunch break and stuff, you gotta pack a lunch every day or hitting a gas station. But yeah, they seem to do pretty well with it.
So as you can tell, some people like night shift, some people don't like shift. Personally, in the beginning, I hated night shift, but I slowly got used to it after being on that job for 2 years. Just like Andrew and a couple of these students talked about today, it may be a hard change at first or on the weekends, but when you're welding and your hood down and you're working, you really don't notice it too much. But if you think about it, you're eating lunch at 3 in the morning, it may seem kind of weird. And again, if you don't know anybody, you may be on night shift. That's just how it goes in the industry, because the people that run the jobs, if they don't know you, they're probably going to throw you on night shift to see how you do and also see if you can make a name for yourself in the company. So thanks for watching this video. My name is Keegan. Check out our website, the KentuckyWeldingInstitute.us. You can find out all our information about enrolling here at KWI and the links to find out more information on scheduling and what we teach here at KWI. Also, check out all of our social media links. There you can find videos with students and myself talking about the Kentucky Welding Institute and how we run things here at KWI. Until next time, Keegan out.